Anchorage is a place for artistic expression. My name is Arielo Taylor. I'm known by most as Bisco. I tattoo professionally, and I've been doing artwork my entire life. Mostly graffiti, murals, and street art. I started at 14, and I've never really stopped. One day I picked up a pencil, and it just made sense. I never put it down. Back then I started with illegal graffiti. The drive for graffiti strictly is really just getting your name as visible as possible, as many places as possible. It's really just high risk and very little reward. I went and painted one night, got caught kind of right after the act. They definitely rolled up and saw us, and I took off, and I ended up getting arrested that night and got processed here in Anchorage jail. By the time I'd finished up probation and everything else, I had found out that I was gonna be a dad soon. So I had to really kind of get in gear and be more responsible in general. Through doing the artwork, I made some connections to do an apprenticeship for tattooing. A lot of people assumed that I would be able to just pick it up and run with it, but I really struggled to wrap my head around tattooing. The approach was very different from any other artwork that I was doing. Anyone who says that it's easy is definitely doing it wrong. You can't get better at it or stay excited about it unless you're giving it your all. You got to get it right the first time, essentially.
But yeah, if I wanted to, I could slow it down.
You're going straight into it, it's permanent, it's on somebody. A wall's not going to tap out, but a person will. You really have to be kind of laser focused on it. I think to be a good muralist, you should have some technical skill with art, but that's not the whole story. If your work makes an impact, that's what matters most. In general, it all just takes a lot of dedication, no matter what style that you're doing. I think all of us who are interested in doing the murals are really looking for the freedom of expression. As long as it's well done and it's making a positive impact, it's good. Public art is powerful because anyone can see it. You don't have to buy a ticket or step into a gallery. Maybe you drive by it. Maybe you stop because you really like it. Public art can wake a city up. It brings color to places people stop noticing. It turns blank walls into stories. Every mural, every piece of public art, the more we add, the more the city starts to tell its own story. I do murals, I do canvases, I've worked with oils, acrylics, airbrushing. I do tattooing for a living. A lot of these things are very different. I just don't know any other way to be. It was more of a dream than a goal. There was no roadmap to where I'm at now, or at least the one that I knew about, I grew up in Mountain View, not a whole lot of direction or anything. I feel like that might be what led me to do illegal art to begin with. There wasn't anything that I could point to or any mentorship where somebody goes, okay, you do this, now the next step is do this until you become successful at it. But doing art in the streets connected me to the person who taught me tattooing. It was all a bunch of things that kind of lined up like dominoes. Things just started to fall into place the more time I spent on my craft. That younger version of myself who was out there doing illegal graffiti probably would be blown away by where I'm at now. You take progressive steps and saying yes to new opportunities, learning new skills whenever you can, and trying to apply that to your practice. Sometimes visitors come in and they want to commemorate some aspect of their trip. I've done a lot of Alaskan animals, state outlines, I've done the flag, I've done a lot of Alaskan flowers and things like that. And they want to get a piece of that, not just photos, but something a little bit more permanent to take on with them. There's cool stuff in the gift shops for sure, but how many people are walking out with the same tattoo that you and your family just got? Outside, we want Anchorage visitors to see our public art and feel the heartbeat of our city. One of my goals is to make public art more accessible and accepted. I want to create bigger, more exciting murals and travel to other communities. Maybe inspire the next generation of muralists. I want to break down barriers and show people that there's space for everyone in public art. Anchorage is a place that celebrates unique art.